Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Overland 870 podcast. I'm your host, Brad from Narwhal Adventures, and tonight I have Cajun Kye and Lisa here talking to us about Jasper Jeep Jam. How are you guys doing tonight?
How y'all doing, man? How y'all are? Good to see y'all. Man, I'll tell you what, I like that intro. That's sharp.
Yeah,
man.
Thank you very much. That intro was completely done by my buddy Dan from the Crayon Brotherhood. I'm a horrible video editor, and I will tell everybody this constantly. So Dan is gracious enough to jump in and give me a hand doing that. And I could not do this show without him. He's great behind the scenes. So
that's good. We haven't met Dan yet, but I know we're going to get along good, especially an Army veteran and a military Marine veteran.
Actually, Dan is going to be. Yeah, Dan's going to be at the Jeep Jam. He's going to be there. Yeah, him and Craig Puckett are going to be there from, Dan has the Crown Brotherhood, and then Craig has Teal Valhalla Overland, and they're both going to be there.
Yeah. It's amazing how many veterans we've ran into in this overlanding community, and there's a lot more that's getting interested in it. A lot of guys and gals that I've spoken to before say, it's taken me a few years after I got out to actually want to go camping again. After what the military did to us, right? And I said, that's true. That's true. Camping it sucked after you get out of the military. You don't want to go camping anymore.
Everybody says that.
But once you figure out, like I did, that there's this thing called overlanding, and you can jazz up these vehicles. This is glamping. This is different, man. If I can have refrigerators and my cooking like I want it, it's nice.
What's funny is that we're from Louisiana. And I thought that surely sometime in my lifetime of living in Louisiana, even in Thibodaux for the 20-something years we're married, never met anyone from the Coast Guard. I moved to Arkansas and meet two retired Coast Guards, and they are married, and that is Misty and Joe Tokarski. So how crazy is that?
Yep. It's a small world. It's good to meet everybody like that. I like it.
I've never met anybody from the Coast Guard. That's amazing. I bump into Marines all the time, Marines and Army guys. Not a whole lot of Air Force people, but I bump into a lot of Marines. So, they bump into me.
Yeah, it's like of all places in the mountains, you meet a Coast Guard. Okay.
Good stuff.
Yes, I love it. So blessed we met them.
Yeah. So let's do this little question I always do every time we come on the show. How did the two of you guys end up into this whole overlanding event building thing that you guys have skyrocketed into?
Well, I tell you, man, we got into overlanding probably like everybody else on here has. I was searching the far ends of YouTube one day, and I ran across some people that were camping out in their Jeep, and I thought, man, look how awesome these vehicles look. And look how cool this camping experience is. And so, we've been following all of these people that we all know now, for the most part, know a lot of them. We've been following them for years, and we become fans of them. And so, of course, you start getting interested in this hobby, and before you know it, you done bought yourself a rig. So we bought us a Jeep, and the Jeep we bought used. I'm kind of one of those people that I don't want to buy something brand new and then go tear it up and just cry my eyes out. So we bought a used Jeep, and luckily it was a really good Jeep. It had like 75,000 miles on it. It was already lifted and had all of the gizmos and gadgets, and I built up the upper half with the overlanding stuff. And so we started doing overlanding as a hobby, and we've grown to really love it. It's fun.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I work for the city of Jasper. So I'm the director of advertising and promotions. I should have eaten today. So my job is to help promote the city and the people in the city and the organizations in the city, and throw events for tourists and locals alike. And it was hard to come up with different things that made enough money to sustain giving back to the community, because we have what we call West. She's
I like the comments.
Yeah, right. Unofficial mayor. So I was really struggling with trying to hi Darren, find a way to raise money in order for me to give back, because concerts, we do Westbrook Music Series. There's like 8 or 9 concerts that go throughout, and they were charging $15 a head, and I'm like, that's not cool. We already live in an area where people struggle. And I just wanted to be able for people to enjoy this place. Everything you do, you can around here, you can do for free. You can hike for free. You can canoe. You can hop on a tube. You can do
waterfall
anything.
chase.
Yeah, waterfall chase is free.
Oh,
I am
yeah.
charging people to see our locals and see what they do and learn their talents or whatever. So anyway, I was really struggling with that. And so me and Kye were on our way to Illinois to take my daughter to a church retreat. And I said, Kye, I've been struggling with trying to I just need one event that can sustain me the rest of the year. One big event.
One
fundraiser that allows me to give back the entire year. Because there's so many other things I want to do, like give back towards children and things like that in our community. And I said, I really need something. And he said, well, I have something in my pocket.
Yeah, I've been tooling around with the idea of kind of like what you do, Brad, like doing just little events. And I was thinking about doing a little event around Jasper. I already kind of got this lined out in my head, and I actually bought the little name and got the YouTube and all that going. I was like, how about we do like a little Jeep rally, and maybe we just take the funds, present it to your board in Jasper, and if they're willing to buy into it, let's see if we can raise some money for the city of Jasper.
Because we love this city so much, and our passion, even when moving here, we were always called back to Jasper. It was like, it just felt like home. It was the epicenter of all fun that we did. So of course, when I got this position, I was like head over heels in love, right? Because little Vincent, Brad. Yeah, right.
Yeah, you'll see about 46,000 of those tiny man jokes that they enjoy.
So I was like, I really wanted to do something, and this was a way that we could give back. Kye and I do not receive any profits off of this at all. It goes back into Jasper Advertising and Promotions. It goes back into the Jasper Arkansas Foundation, which is our 501c3. And then those funds are used to be able to pay it forward. So like our Sparks in the Park that we did, we had like a $6,000 to $10,000 fireworks show.
Yeah, awesome.
It was epic, and everyone was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. We're going to come back next year. And in order for there to be a next year and it be free, we needed something to do. So I was very appreciative of my husband with all his good ideas as normal and his great heart for wanting to see Jasper grow as much as I do.
Well, that's awesome. I wouldn't use the term little event and Jasper Jeep Jam. I wouldn't use those two in the same thing, because like I told you before, we were talking backstage a little bit. There's a lot of people that are super excited and pumped for this event. I'm one of them myself. I've told everybody, I've been blasting it all over the place, but I'm very excited. I get to go be on Storyteller Row, which is something I've wanted to do for a while.
Yep.
And I'm getting to go do that finally. So I'm over here being a nervous wreck, trying to figure out how to not come out just looking crazy. But
I'm excited for the event. We both are, but we're excited just as you. We're excited to see all you guys.
Yes.
We're excited to have fun and spend time with you all, and to promote you guys, because that's what you do, to introduce you to Jasper and to the Ozarks and our area, and just provide entertainment, have a good time. That's what we're here for.
I mean, these rallies it's just such an awesome thing, I think. And we do keep calling ourselves small, and we do that because we want to be humble.
Yeah.
Right. We appreciate everything. We have so many great sponsors.
Like J3 in the house.
J3,
J3,
but there's so many people that give us a hand.
Yeah.
And it all started out with friends, right?
Yeah.
We met Misty and Joe, and then we met Tony and Arla. And we met Michael Rhodes, and it just, your networking just starts growing, and your friends, you like, before you know it, you're like, man, I'm partners with all these people, and this is great. We love it. And so you throw a party, right? You throw a Jeep Jam rally, and of course we call it Jeep Jam, and we love the Toyotas. Lisa's got a 4Runner.
Yeah, don't hate.
You know, we just came
Don't
up with
hate
the
on my
name.
Yoda.
We thought that Jasper, where is it? Here we go. Jasper Jeep Jam. We thought it had a good Jeep.
It does have a good ring, right?
Jasper Jeep Jam. You know, and so but we really try to stay humble about it. You know, we are the small guys on the block. And we just love everybody that comes out, and we just want people to have a great time. That's all we want, you know.
That's the point behind all this. Yeah, I mean, you exactly said everything that everybody has been saying that I've had on the show since day one. The overlanding community in itself, when you meet these people, they all become your family, and everybody they support you. They come out, they want to hang out with you. It's just like having a big giant family reunion.
Yeah, it is.
You know, and that's basically what it boils down to. And I really, really, really like the fact that it's Jasper Jeep Jam and Overlanding Rally, because there are a lot of people, 4Runners. You got people that drive Subarus. You got people that drive F-150s. You got people that drive Nissan Xterras. You got all these.
We had a guy from Oklahoma that came in with a motorbike.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the all-terrain deals with the saddle, they call it saddlebags.
He said, I was just passing through and I wanted to I can hang out with you guys. And I was like, you sure can. And we gave him a spot and undercover, and it was amazing. So, but overlanding is really nothing new to us because
it's car camping, right?
It is. And we've done that. So for 2020, you know how like all graduations were like, you can't gather, you can't do this. And I said, well, we can go somewhere and we can still have fun. So we took our daughter, and at the time I had a Dodge Ram. Yep. And so we loaded up the Dodge Ram and we were supposed to come to Arkansas, of course, because that's where we always came.
Arkansas had
a hurricane,
a tropical storm by the time it came up here.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say mosquitoes. I was like, you came for the mosquitoes.
Yeah. So we ended up going to North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Tennessee. Yep. We did like the whole little trail all the way down to Florida and came back to Louisiana, right? But we actually put our tent like to move spots instead of like closing our tent up and stuff. We just put it in the back of the Dodge, and the girls were hanging onto the tent out the window, and we're moving spots, So I was like, look at us. We were overlanding before we knew it was cool.
Yep.
Yeah. That we started, Gina and I started out doing this, and we got our Jeep and we started out the same thing, sleeping in the back of the Jeep, no rooftop tent. We had the Ozark Trails, 3-person, half a season tent, when the rain came through and everything else. We had that, and that was some of the best times that we had ever doing this. But over the last 5 years, I guess I've been doing this 5-6 years, we have grown. Our circle of friends and family has just continued to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And like I said, when going to the Jeep Jam is going to be like having a big family reunion. We're all going to be hanging out. We're going to be having a good time. We're going to be eating. We're going to be listening to music. We're going to be out there, shaking hands, talking to people.
You get to meet cousins you never knew you had.
That's exactly true.
And it's twofold, because people know that when they come to the event, they're giving back to the community. Yep. And on top of it, they're meeting new people and hanging out with people they love. So, I mean, that's a total win-win situation right there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm a big community person, and I love charities. I love stuff like that. I love, doing any of that kind of stuff, and knowing that all the proceeds from this are going to go into helping people throughout the year and helping you support the stuff through Jasper, makes you want to do more and makes you want to come out and, just throw all your support behind this, because it's such a good cause. And you guys have done an amazing job with this. I mean, it's ridiculous that it's like, boosh, this thing is like exploded so big, and everybody's talking about it. We're messaging, because there's a lot of us in little Facebook groups that we talk back and forth in Messenger, and everybody's like, what day are you going? What's going on this day? What are we doing this morning? What day do you have to be here? I don't know what I'm bringing. I'm donating this. I'm donating that. And I'm excited to go. I'm excited.
Yeah. And look, so the first year we did, from him saying, I have an idea, that was December 31st. from December 31st to March, I think it was 14, 15, 16 last year.
Something like that.
We carried out that event from planning to getting it together to setting it up to carrying it out, finding a spot.
You name all the things that go on with putting on an event.
In 2 months.
We did it all in like 2
months.
months.
And I would love to say that I had a whole year, but I was so tired after that. And then, all our fall tours and all of that, then our spring. And so guess what? I didn't even really start till September this year. Yeah. So I can't really say that it took that much longer, but we have such a great network of people who just step up that I really don't have to put that much planning into it because I have a good network of people. Now, mind you, I do stay up all hours of the night and my phone rings constantly.
I was just about to say that. I was like, because every time I see you or talk to you, like, I've been up till 10:30 tonight working on this 11 o'clock, and I'm like, I do this little bitty podcast. I mean, I do this once a week, I'm doing it and I'm up, a few hours a night, sometimes till 10, 11 o'clock, getting stuff ready and everything. And then I know you have to be like working your tail off.
Oh yeah, for sure. So in my position, I'm just part-time here. So I'm only guaranteed 30 hours a week in my position. But the last couple of weeks, I've been turning in like 90 hours of work. And so I hand it to the mayor and he just looks at it and he just shakes his head and signs it because he knows that it takes so much time in that time frame. So from January to March, I have really huge, hours. And then after that, I have to take a vacation.
Yeah, time for a 3-month break.
So that I can level out all my next paycheck. So I can have hours left to be able to do all the events the rest of the year.
Well, I got a couple questions I want to ask you about. And one of them's in the chat right now. So I want to talk to him about it. I have to know more about this right here. You guys got to tell me more about J3 because I've been snooping the Facebook page. I'm kind of bougie when it comes to going places. And this looks like some place that I want to go. Me and Gina want to go hang out. We've been talking about it. And I got to know more about this. I got to know more about J3. So give me some input on J3. Tell me what's going on there.
It is an awesome place. And we are so blessed and just so thrilled to have somebody like that come on board with us and be a sponsor and then introduce us. It's like, again, it's family. It's like a network. Like we feel like we're part of the family now. Mm-hmm. But man, Lisa was doing these Wake Up Wednesdays with her job here in Jasper, doing her Wake Up Wednesdays, her live podcast, and just telling people about Jasper. And one of the employees for J3, Dennis, was following Lisa, and he got in touch with the owner and said, "Hey, look, this might be something we can do. We can advertise through Lisa and JPAC and Jasper, Arkansas." And man, just one thing rolled into another. And before you know it, we're all partners. We're all friends.
Yeah. So J3 at the Gap is not far from McElroy.
McElroy.
Yeah.
Right on Scenic 7.
On Scenic 7, yep. And it's over 300 acres. They have UTV trails. They have several cabins. They have a huge hen house, which is a gathering place. And I think me and Kye counted that table that they have in there that's custom made out of iron can hold about 75 people at that table.
I've got a picture of that table. I'm going to put it up in just a second.
Please, because it is my favorite. Every time I go, I take a picture of that table. I was like, people are going to think I'm really weird.
It's
yeah. I've got photos of the place. I was like, I was looking at it and I was like, oh, I've got to go there. I mean,
think about it like this. Like this guy, I was completely amazed when I went there at what he put together, right? I mean, this guy's smart. No doubt about it. I was amazed. He had all this acreage, basically what they call up here in Arkansas, down in the holler, Down in the holler, he's got a creek that runs right through this place.
It's gorgeous.
He made like a resort, right? And he made like 5 or 6 cabins, and it looks like you're at a theme park.
It looks like you've stepped back into the 1800s.
And it's set into the 1800s. Everything's kind of like old-timey, like a Gunsmoke episode. Yeah.
It looks like a Gunsmoke episode.
And it is just fantastic. You go down there and you look at the rustic metal.
We stayed in there.
We stayed in there this weekend.
Weekend.
Yeah, check some of these pictures out. It is
amazing. Just
so
beautiful.
That one right there is the mother of pearl, and it sleeps like 22 people in there in one cabin. It is epic.
It's like a 3-story cabin.
It's 3 stories. Yeah, with full kitchens and everything. Oh yeah, Bigfoot is out there.
Guarantee
he's metal, but he's out there.
Like,
yeah, so look at that table.
Yeah, this is totally awesome. Because I'm not lying. I was snooping this for like the last 4 or 5 days. I've been going over there checking everything out, and I was like, this place is phenomenal. I was like, this is crazy.
So you just don't get the gist of it until you're there. That's when you get the gist of it. So he does have some cabins right now on Airbnb. So the 3 smaller cabins you can rent on Airbnb if you want to check them out. And you can take a virtual tour of every cabin and everything on their website. Yes. J3atthegap.com.
Yeah.
And look, Dennis and Nancy are the caretakers there, and they are super, super sweet. And Opie is the guy who owns it, and then his wife and his daughter. So J3 is for just the 3 of us. So it's named after him, his wife, and his daughter.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
I was wondering where the name came from. So
yeah. So it's really sweet. And funny story because they called us out to go meet them, and I went out and met with Nancy and Dennis, and then Kye went back with me to look over things, and then we had a sit down dinner with Opie one night. They invited us over, and I had sat and talked with him for like an hour around the table, and I keep staring at his wife, and I'm like, gosh, I know her from somewhere. You know how you think you know somebody, and
you see her face.
Trying to like, okay, so then we go outside to sit around the campfire, and I'm talking to her daughter, teaching her how to make smockos, which y'all might see at Jeep Jam, just saying. So I was teaching her how to make those, and when I looked at her daughter, it hit me because it'd been about 2 years since I had seen her, but I knew her from when I used to work at Paisley's sister, which was my first job here in Jasper when we moved here. And I just started freaking out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I know you. And when I told her, she comes hugging me, and we were all like, woo. And it was weird how, it already felt like
a
family.
Small world.
It's a small world. And they just, I don't think that anybody who meets them doesn't feel like they already knew them.
Yep. And
they're just good people.
So the more interaction we had with them and relationship we developed with them, before you know it, Opie's like, hey guys, I want to be a sponsor at Jeep Jam. You guys got something awesome there, and I want to be a sponsor. So the first thing we did was we already had our main sponsor.
Yes, our main event sponsor. And that's Burris Construction and Jasper Getaways, who've been long supporters of me.
They have Airbnb cabins all over the area.
Beautiful stuff. The Barn and Hasty. If you guys haven't checked out that gym, please go look it up. The Barn and Hasty. It is fantastic. But they are amazing people, and they have been on board with this. They are now friends with J3. Yes, they're doing a little thing where one overfills and the other one puts them in here and networking.
But J3 is like, hey, I want to be a sponsor of Jeep Jam. What can I do? And again, I'm like, you know what? I got an idea. I was like, I want to do this VIP party. I'm thinking about this. Like, I want to do a little VIP party where people just pay a little bit more for that party,
which covers their food, basically.
Covers the food, all the things, and we're just gonna have a great time at this party, right? So there, he's like, I'm in it. I want to sponsor it. Let's do it, right? Yeah. So he's our sponsor of our VIP party. J3 is.
Yep. And he loves our sheriff's department, so he was like, 7 South definitely has to play for my party.
So our band, 7 South here in Newton County, sheriff's office deputies and
first responders, and
so they're a good man. And then let's carry on with this. So J3, he's like, I got an idea. He's like, how about I sponsor you guys a Jeep?
Oh my gosh, let me do this.
You ready?
Can I put it up there?
Show these guys. Look at that.
Look at this thing.
Look at it.
J3 came through and did this for the Jeep Jam. This is not a super big picture. I don't know if you guys can see it real good, but you need to pay the biggest attention to pay attention to is that QR code that's right there.
Yep.
So you need to go over to the Jasper Jeep Jam page, scan that QR code with your phone.
Or you can click it right at the Jasper Jeep Jam page.
Oh, you can? I didn't know that.
If you click on the Jasper Jeep Jam website, the picture, you can actually click the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. There you go. See?
It'll bring you to Ticket Leap.
Yeah.
And at Ticket Leap, you can buy as many tickets as you want.
Yeah.
$20.
And then you guys had this thing all tricked out, too.
Yeah.
Like this didn't come stock. This is like all tricked out.
So Opie at J3, he said, look, I'm going to donate a Jeep. And then, of course, that grew a little bit. Everything grows.
Everything
when
grows.
you start something, people always want to help it. And that's the growing thing with Jeep Jam, with Jasper Jeep Jam. Everybody's wanting to help. And I love that so much. It's so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So then Rough Country comes out and says, hey, guys, how about we put some Rough Country stuff on here? You know, we want to show off what Rough Country's doing nowadays. It's not your old-timey, just throw a little lift kit on a pickup truck. We're actually getting some good stuff at Rough Country, and we're getting into the overland and business.
Yeah.
So Rough Country said, hey, I'm going to help you guys sponsor this as well, and we're going to put all this stuff on your Jeep.
Yeah.
And then our partners up the road over here in Harrison,
National
Auto Trim, said, hey, we'll put it together for you. And we'll throw in a custom leather interior.
Which is amazing.
So before you know it, we got this bad-ass Jeep. Right?
Yeah. And
like
Chris called this morning and said, oh, by the way, your WeatherTech floor mats were in. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's always more and more and more. And then today we found what we found in the back of the Jeep, that National Auto Trim. It is the hugest fire pit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize it was in the back of the Jeep because it's full of giveaways.
So not only did Rough Country and National Auto Trim come on board together and help build this thing, Rough Country also said, look, I'm going to donate some stuff for your Jeep Jam giveaway.
And he sponsored.
And he sponsored our Storyteller Road. I mean, it don't stop. I mean,
it's a win. It's a win-win. It's a win-win.
You just ask for a little bit of something, and before you know it, people just
goes crazy.
And it goes back to what we talked about. This
it's family.
Everybody needs to go out tonight and buy a ticket. Buy a ticket
right
now. $20.
I mean, people spend that on scratch offs. I mean, this $20, I can throw that away on Snickers. Get it.
Yep. Go. Look, I'm on as soon as the show's over. I'm going to go buy my tickets. I'm challenging everybody to go out. It's in there in the chat, and everybody else go out. Drop $20 on a ticket. Get a ticket for this. I promise you, if you win it, when you get it, you can call me and say, "Hey, man, thanks for challenging me to buy it because I got a new Jeep."
Right? It's so funny because me and Lisa joke amongst ourselves. We're like, "Man, too bad we can't buy tickets because it'd be a conflict of interest, right?"
Yeah.
Our daughter, we got a 20-year-old daughter and a 22-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
And they're both like, "Dad, I want to go buy tickets for this Jeep." I'm like, "You can't, baby. Y'all can't." And they're like, "Why?" And I'm like, "There's a thing called conflict of interest, and it don't look right. But I appreciate you wanting to buy a Jeep ticket." But
and she goes, "Well, how about
wants to buy a ticket.
How about I buy one and put it in Papa's name?" I said, "No, because then I'd have to share the Jeep with your Papa, and I never get it back."
No, it's a great deal, man. I mean, $20. Again, Opie from J3.
Yeah. Basically, Lisa's going to buy her tickets right now. She's going to get some tickets. So she's going
to buy some tickets. But Opie was like, "Look,
got him.
I'll donate this Jeep. If you guys can, if you want to pay me back the base price of it, I'm going to donate the proceeds, the net profits, to the Jasper Arkansas Foundation. Give that away. And Opie even says, hey, if we take a loss on it, we take a loss on it.
Right.
I'm giving this to you guys. Right. Make it happen. Figure it out. Mm-hmm. If you get a profit, perfect. If not, I'll take the loss. It's okay."
Yeah, so it's going.
It's donation,
So Ricky just asked if he had to be present to win if he buy.
Great question. No. So you don't have to be present to win, but you have to come pick it up in person.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Ricky's a very good friend of mine. He drives this amazing Jeep that he has a Frankenstein together. And he has built one heck of a TJ. If you guys ever get to see this thing, it is.
So what
it
you're
is
saying
amazing.
is if Rick wins, he's going to just let me have it.
That's up to Riggy. I don't know about that. That's completely up to Riggy.
Yeah, so you don't have to be there to win. You just have 30 days to pick it up.
Oh,
so
yeah.
So
You can park it at my house, Ricky. If you win it, you can I'll just park it at my house. It'd be fine.
Or I can just keep driving it. I'm just saying.
So part of the rules of winning the Jeep was that, we have to get it, show proof of insurance.
Yeah.
We got to see the driver's license,
Liability
stuff,
claims, all that.
But we are absolutely going to give this.
Ricky has none of that, so no, I'm kidding.
He has none of that, so you're disqualified right there. Sorry,
So,
Ricky.
okay, so for the inside group around here, you promise right now, it's like a congressional hearing. You promise right now not to drive the Jeep during
The snow.
The snow.
100%. He is not driving. I will hide the keys.
That's hard to do. I'm telling you.
I hide the keys.
You just want to get out there. You want to try these things out. I mean,
No, you tried it out all right. I about met Jesus.
Oh
No.
man, that is awesome. So let's talk about a couple more things with the Jeep Jam you got going on. So, like I said, I was lucky enough to get on Storyteller Row, but you guys have some really cool people coming to Storyteller Row. I mean, let's talk about a couple of those people you got coming.
That's his area.
He's like, that's your baby.
That's your baby.
So, I've always, again, we're fans, right?
Mhm.
We started on watching YouTube channels and watching podcasts like yours, and people that's done this before. And, we decided last year was our first year. So we had a few folks show up, friends of ours, and they were kind of like our VIP guests, but in essence, they were storytellers.
Sure.
But we didn't really put the two and two together. So this year we said, look, let's actually do a storyteller road, right? And so I want to kind of focus somewhat here in Arkansas because that's one of our big deals, right? Is we really try to do local, right? And close to town, and then we start
branching
out from there. So we decided we were going to do a handful of storytellers this year. And so we sent out invites, and again, Jasper Jeep Jam and Overland Rally, we're not, we're a fundraising event, right? So we don't have a lot of money to spend on getting people here and doing things like that. So we basically just sent out invites and say, hey guys, we'd love to have you here as a storyteller. We'll give you a free weekend with us and put you on our Storyteller Road and, get to meet your fans that are around Arkansas that come to see you guys. Mm-hmm. And so again, we've been blessed that some of these storytellers that have thousands and thousands of followers said, yeah, we'll come out to Jeep Jam. It sounds like an awesome time.
Yeah.
So
they're in essence giving back freely. We are not paying them. They are coming here free will and for a good time.
Yeah.
So we love that.
We're super pumped about that.
Those are the type of people you want on your Storyteller Road.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of excited to see a couple of these people.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie.
We're all fans of each other.
We're
right?
all fans of each other.
I mean, when I meet some of these people for the first time, I was like, oh my gosh, this guy's like my hero. I've watched him for years,
Right.
I mean, we're like little kids on the inside. Like we watch these folks, right? We enjoy this. Yeah. I mean, it's awesome to find, Joe and Misty going out to, the West Coast and Colorado and all over, Cottywampa. We got those guys on board.
Mm-hmm.
They go cross country all the time.
Oh yeah.
We met them last year at Moore, and I was like a kid in a candy shop.
Yeah, and we literally got to speak to them for maybe 2 minutes because people were like all over them. So I'm super excited to actually have them at our event where we can be like, hey.
Oh, they're super cool. They're super cool. I got to talk to him a couple times. I talk to him every now and then, but we did the Cape Lookout trip that he did. I copied his trip, and so I was at Moore Expo last year talking to him, and I was like, "Man, you got to tell me the tricks for Cape Lookout because you've been, you've done this." He's like, "Oh, Brad, look, this is what you got to do. Make these little discs right here to hold your tents down and stuff like that." He said, "You'll thank me for it when you get back." And I'm gonna tell you what, yes, I thank him multiple times for that.
Moore is a great place to network and meet people and see lots of new innovative things. So we had a great time at Moore.
Yeah, absolutely. But,
yeah, yeah. Look, Craig's like, you need to upload some YouTube content before the event. And I'm guilty. I'm guilty. I'm the little fish there. I'm the little fish there.
Hey, we talked about this earlier before we went live. I got a little tiny YouTube channel, Cajun Kye Overland, right? Yeah. And we've been so busy with Jeep Jam that I keep telling her, like, I haven't done a YouTube video in like 2 months, 3 months. Like so much has happened. I got backlog of all kind of stuff, but I'm too busy with Jeep Jam.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't even put out Colorado stuff.
Yeah, we went to Colorado last year, and
we did epic trails.
Dan has completely has jumped in here because I told you guys when we were talking earlier, when we were talking about the intro and we were talking backstage stuff, I said, I'm not a video editor. Dan did everything on the intro. He did my Canada intro that we did for BJ when they came on a couple weeks ago. That was that was amazing. He did that one. He has done so much for me. It's just I can't say enough thanks about it for him. He's done everything. And so I will say next year, if you're going to get a really good storyteller, you need to put Dan on that list because he's a good dude.
Heck yeah.
So let me go to the list. I got a cheat sheet.
Let's go. Let's run through them real fast.
You're welcome.
Lisa has a cheat sheet for us because there's so many things and people that we don't want to forget people. So we got Joey and Tony with the Overland podcast. Those are man. So we appreciate them. Bill and Deb with Cotty Wample. We just talked to them. We on a whim, I talked to these folks on Instagram, and they were like, you know what? That sounds fun. Look, we're going to do it. So we got David and Tiffany Wade of Best Life Adventure Channel.
Yes. And they are teaching classes on their 3 brand new books.
Yep. So they do books as well. So they're going to be teachers there at our event. So that's awesome.
That's awesome.
We have Misty and Arla with Ladies Overlander Radio. Yeah. And they have the huge Ladies Overlander Lounge. So women love this. And I think it's awesome that they're bringing women into overlanding because there's so many wives that maybe want to do it or even want to do it on their own. But sometimes
the feral chicks.
Yeah. So
if you're a feral chick, we got a spot for you too, boo.
So they teach classes and they have this Ladies Overlander Lounge where they talk about overland. It's awesome. I love it. And we got Ben with Semper Gumby.
Yes, Ben's going to be there.
Hoku? Is that his dog, Hoku?
Yes.
Yeah, he's German Shepherd.
I can't wait to meet him.
And he has his new Tacoma called Sarge.
Yeah.
It's green.
So that's going to be cool to see Sarge out there.
Yeah.
So, guy you just had, Benji, right?
Benji!
So Benji with Newfound Overland podcast. He's going to be out there on that Storyteller Road. Of course, you guys.
Who is that?
That Overland 870 guy from Arkansas.
It will be me. Now, in fairness, it will be me and Gina. She couldn't. She was supposed to be on the show tonight with me, but she had district tournaments this weekend, so she's at Harrisburg doing district tournament stuff. She was very unhappy with the fact that she couldn't make the show tonight.
Oh, I know.
But it's all good. She's here in spirit.
Yes.
So we're gonna have you guys out there with us. We're gonna have Jason and Kate with Experience in Arkansas. Yeah. They've done several trips out west to Colorado, and we've loved to follow them. And a lot of trips here in Ozarks. Good people, man. We have Chris Carroll with Fast Track Overland and Overland of America. So Chris is going to be out there. He's a good partner of ours. Yeah. And then we have Big Rock Overland. We got Corey, right? So we met them through a good friend of ours, Michael Rhodes. So those guys are all going to be on our Storyteller Row this year, and we're super, super pumped. I can't.
Yeah, that's a really filled out Storyteller Row. I mean, that's really good.
I can't thank them enough for saying, we're going to do it. It's just going to be so cool to see everybody there. And then we talked about Michael a few times. So Michael Rhodes with he's our you talked about last week. He's our official weatherman of Jeep Jam.
He's official weatherman / Bigfoot.
That's right.
Nato.
Yeah. So Michael Rhodes has helped us and been a super big partner of ours for this whole time. And so Michael is going to be our honorary what do we call him? The co-host.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Michael's a good dude.
And he's going to be camping next to us. He's our partner. and we claimed him. Right? So he's camping next to us at Jasper Jeep.
And guess who else is camping next to us? Feral chick, Miss Jessie.
Oh my gosh. You guys are not going to get any rest whatsoever. Y'all be up all night.
Oh, we'll be up all night.
Is she bringing a jar of hot wieners? You guys
I don't know about
a jar of hot wieners because I wonder if she's doing that.
Yeah, she's going to bring her disco ball.
She's bringing the disco ball for sure. I know that. I've already asked it for her to happen.
Yeah.
So those two folks, Michael and Jesse, they've helped us out, during the first Jeep Jam, but more like after Jeep Jam.
Yeah.
And me and Lisa was talking about it. And I'm like, we got to find a special place for Feral Chick and for Michael, right? Michael Rose. We need to find a special place for them at Jeep Jam, and so we did.
Yes, and we love that.
We're appreciative
and
of that.
guess who's going to be on the other side of us?
Yeah. So we got another partner that we ran into, and we appreciate him so much, and so we reserved a spot for him as well. Randy Put with you guys all know, what is he called? The Godfather.
The Godfather of
Overland.
El Capitan.
Randy, so Randy with Natural State Overland and putting on Rito down there, Rendezvous
and Rick, he's going to be here.
Rick, all them guys, they're coming. So man, we're super pumped to have them on board with us. Just good partners, man. Just good.
That's
people.
good. That's good. I'm like I said, this has always been about supporting people and making sure that everything is awesome, and you guys have accomplished that. I mean, you've worked really hard. You've brought all these people together. You got vendors coming in. You got food trucks coming in. We got music. We're having a VIP party. We got giveaways. We got giving away a Jeep. I mean, who gives away a Jeep? You guys are giving away a Jeep. Come on.
Crazy.
Everybody else is going to step their game up.
Honestly, think people aren't buying tickets because they think it's a joke. Like,
no, it's not a joke,
because I've had people call me and be like, "Are you seriously giving away a Jeep?" And I'm like, "Dude, yes,
They're
it's
like
$20."
They're like $20, not like $200.
And I said, "Well, look, when we were discussing pricing, that is not where we were at for price point." And Opie with J3 said, "No. I know tickets are worth $150, but we're not doing this because I want everybody to have a chance to win this. Not everybody can give $150, but everybody can give a $20. Yeah. I mean, you can save up all month on $1 a day and give a $20. You know what I'm saying?
For the price of a cup of coffee each day, you can buy 10 tickets.
Right.
Exactly.
Especially the coffee these days. So he wanted to make it affordable, and I love the fact that they can do that. And then I think a lot of people were confused too on the fact that the advertisement was right underneath our event, and to get tickets, they thought they might be getting tickets to the event instead of tickets for the Jeep. So we did clarify some of that. And then when you go to Ticket Leap to purchase the ticket for the Jeep, it doesn't calculate your total tickets until you go to checkout. Mm-hmm. So it'll ask you for a donation amount. You can put 0 in there. You could put a penny, and it's not going to calculate it until you go to checkout. That's just how they do the donation tickets. Yep. Yeah. But when you check out, it will generate, like, you can even print them off on your computer. It's going to have you a ticket number for every single ticket. So like, I have a buddy who's buying like $2,000 worth of tickets. It's going to generate him ticket numbers for every single one. 2,000 individual tickets. It will not show those numbers until you check out, because it's not going to give you a ticket number until you pay for it. Yeah. So that was just a little bit of confusion that we had, that we have it lined out now.
And we are going to be.
I'm buying my tickets tonight.
Yeah.
We're going to be pulling that sucker on Saturday night.
On stage, when Whistling Dixie takes a break around 9:30, I'm going to ask them to take a break because they're going to play till 11. We are going to generate, the winner. So we have a guy named Ben with Rev 365. He's amazing. Yeah. He's going to come out and help us generate the QR codes. Generate the codes for the winner.
The random
generator thing. I don't know. He's super smart.
You know them electronic, instead of having the little wheel.
Yeah. So little wheelies. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he's
some-
gerbil wheel, whatever it is. Yeah.
all these fancy people nowadays, they do these random computer generator things, right?
You better
Yeah.
have some paramedics there, is all I got to say. You better have a couple paramedics there. Because if some little old blue-haired lady wins this Jeep,
right.
could you give me that? Woo!
Right?
Like the price is right. Come on down.
Yeah,
Bobby,
it's-
come on down.
It's going to be like an episode of Chicago Fire or something, you know?
Yes, right. So you laugh about the little blue-haired 90-year-old, but guess what? So 4th of July, Deere has a big fireworks show every year in Deere, Arkansas, and it's completely free to go to, and it's a fundraiser for them for their fire department in Deere. So the first year I worked it with Kiwanis, because they sell burgers and stuff to promote Kiwanis. But anyway, they gave away a free helicopter ride, the NARMC AirMed, and you got a free helicopter ride. Guess who won it? Like a 90-year-old blue-headed woman, and she had the time of her stinking life. And she said, "Can somebody come with me? Because I'm scared." And they were like, "Sure, pick somebody." So it was epic. So I really wish that we could have had the airmen come out there.
Jesse wants to know what you got.
Why's it got to be blue hair?
I ain't got nothing against blue hair, girl. But last time I saw you, you was rainbow. So
Yeah,
does
she's
it
got
matter?
rainbow hair now.
There's
Yeah.
no judgment there if
Hey,
you wear every color.
For Jeep Jam, I want to let Jesse, for Jeep Jam, I want you to have like
Orange.
a rooster thing going on.
A rooster. Oh, a banana clip.
Man, all in colors like
Yeah, a banana clip.
Jesse the Rooster.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
I have to, yeah,
They're
Jesse
all
wants to do that.
She's gonna be going around.
Yeah, she's gonna do that. Yep.
I can't wait. We're gonna have so much fun. So bands, so we added a new person.
Yep.
So we have Mr. Big Papa Benz with 2 N's,
Yep.
and he is a
He's a blues man.
and man, he can sing the blues.
He's like a one-man band, right? He plays the bass and the snare and guitar, slide guitar, some of that old Mississippi Delta blues.
It is really good.
He can jam, I'm telling you.
So he'll be Saturday from 3 to 5. And then our Friday night entertainment is Magnolia Brown, which we call Maggie B. And they actually are a callback from last year, because we asked everyone who that they recommended that we asked back this year, and Maggie B was 100%. So we're asking them back. So we're super excited to have them here. And no telling what we'll add in between now and then. Brad will have great hair.
I'll tell you what. I'll say it right here, right now. Okay, with Dan, put that up here. If somebody that is subscribed to this podcast wins that Jeep, I will let them pick what color they want to dye my hair and beard.
Awesome.
But they have to be subscribed to the podcast, and if they are and they win it, they can pick. I will let you guys dye my hair whatever color they want.
And
eyebrows, beard, whatever. The beard dye the same color, the eyebrows, the whole 9 yards.
We're gonna dye it live. We're gonna all come over and
He's
make
gonna have
Gina
stripes.
dye it live.
Hey, that's
So we
fine.
can watch.
Yeah, you only need to get like Ricky said, you only need to get like the smallest bottle of dye, because most of my hair is all here. There's not a whole lot up here. But yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, Darren says deal. Okay, so like here it is. Look, I'm saying it live right now. Saying it live. If someone subscribed to this podcast wins this Jeep at Jasper, I will let you guys dye my hair whatever color you want live on the podcast.
Heck yeah. I love it. And now no take backs either.
Yeah,
No, it's on the internet. It's forever now. It's on here. It's on the internet.
It's living for.
This is better
Yeah.
than one of those Dunkin' booths. You know what I
Yeah. Oh my goodness. I should call and ask for the Dunkin' booth, but I'm afraid it's going to get cold and then the walls.
mean? Somebody will catch the pneumonia.
Somebody going to catch pneumonia, and I don't want to get there by then. But yeah, so those are our bands that we're having. We talked about storytellers. So you want to talk about vendors, because we have a lot.
Let's talk about the vendors, because we got a couple of the vendors in the chat with us right now.
So we're
Let's flip to page
flip
number
to
4.
number-
Subsection 4, page 9.
got it. Oh, look, they're all highlighted.
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't get it to unselect my highlights, so it was just like, don't worry. Okay, so Jeep Branson is coming out, and it's funny because the girl who Rebecca Zier was actually going to come out to represent Jeep Branson. Well, she messaged me the other day. She said, "Girl, I got kicked out." I was like, "What do you mean you got kicked out?" She said, "Well, my buddy found out who all's going to be at Jeep Jam, and he's friends with half of them, so I had to let him come in my place."
And he's got an
And he's got an overlanding rig, so he's bringing it. So basically, he wanted to come so bad. He was like, "I'm going and you're not." So, which I told her, I was like, "You can come anyway." But anyway, that was pretty funny. She was like, "I got booted out." So 4x4 Colorado, of course, Michael and Sabrina Wan are going to be doing that for 4x4 Colorado with their big old outfit. Rough Country will be out there with their booth. Wood Power Sports will be out there. Wood Power Sports is also a diamond sponsor for us. Natural State Overland's going to have a booth. Mammoose Camp Kitchen.
Yeah.
Jasper Surplus and Gear. Bone Strap. Shop Overland Apparel. JF Tops LLC. Kye, say this word.
Which one? Oh, Till Valhalla?
Yeah.
Overland.
That's Craig.
That's one of your partners,
Big Sky Traders, which is now called Trail and Timber Company, but
he said me and Craig.
yes. But Lee Odom, he goes to all the events, so that's Lee's business. Jonesboro MPI, that's your buddy.
Yes, my buddy Jordan West. Yep.
Yep. Ultralight Sacks, National Auto Trim, Overland of America, Logic Overland Coffee.
Yeah.
Smoke and Crow, that's your buddy.
Yeah.
Gabe with Steel Creek Trailers, he's a returning vendor from last year. Jeeps for Heroes, and there's also another one that's coming with him. And I can't remember the name because it was an add-on, but it's another group that is amazing that's coming with him. Stick It Badges, PKV, of course. He's a repeat. He's a repeat. And I just got a knife for Christmas that I keep forgetting to take pictures of. Kye said I'm going to chop my arm off with it, but it's really beautiful and it's jade. You got to see it. All Roads Taken. Paisley Sister, Hambone Rubs and More, and Overland Jared. I didn't say him. Where's he at?
You made the list, honey.
No, you didn't. Overland Shop Overland Apparel. So Shop Overland Apparel is doing all of our merch. They've designed our shirt this year. It's fantastic. We've actually ordered some. There's only 25. But we have 25 leather patches that he created that are going on hats.
Oh, wow.
So, there's only 25 of those. And there's only 150 shirt emblems ordered.
And
really? Wow.
But we also have this year, which is pretty cool, the badges.
Yeah, that's from
All
Roads Taken.
Put her on the spot here.
Is the badge that goes on your Jeep.
So they contacted us here and said,
"Hey, they made us one.
We want to do a Jasper Jeep Jam and Overlanding badge." I was like, "Man,
there you go."
So we got badges now.
Yep. So we have a badge.
Moving on up, buddy.
Moving on up in the world. They called
little old Jasper Jeep Jam. We're getting a badge.
Little old Jasper Jeep Jam. Yeah. Come on now, it's big old Jasper Jeep Jam now.
She was like, "We want to create a badge for your event," and I'm like, "What's that?" And she was like, when people do trails or go to different events, they put badges and they put it on their vehicle. And I was like, "Ooh, yeah, I saw that one time." And she was like, "Yeah, you want to do that?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah." So Jared, Shop Overland Apparel, will have them in his booth since he's our provider. And if you love the logo, you don't just have to get it on a t-shirt. You can get it on a hoodie or whatever. And you can pick your color too, which is really cool. Because like last year we did our shirts and I absolutely loved them. Paisley Sister designed them and they were incredible. We had all the sponsors on the back, which we will have those throwback shirts available for anyone to purchase this year at a discount if they want those, because they are really nice shirts. But there's only 150 in the other shirts. So, and also,
and there's more.
There's more. So new shirts this year for the VIP party, you actually get a shirt. If you bought tickets, you get a shirt. And you also get these amazing canvas with leather strap bags that have swag in them.
Swag bags. Everybody loves swag bags.
And
Jesse says, but wait.
Yeah, but wait.
Because the people who are 3-day campers, they don't get left out with no plastic bag note. Because we bought them orange cinch sack bags for all their stuff so they could put it on like a backpack.
Sweet.
And they could wear it around the event. Yeah. And so Jasper Getaways and Burris Construction paid for all of that swag.
I'm going to tell you what, like I've said it 25 times and I'm going to say it 25 more. You guys have done a great job with this. Like, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's fun because like if I don't think my ideas are crazy enough, then I'll have someone hop in my office and be like, "Hey, you want to do this?" And I'm like, "Heck yeah, let's do it! Heck yeah!" So
this is gonna be so much fun. So much fun.
Oh, I thought of somebody else is coming. So last year we didn't have representation from the Arkansas Tourism Department.
Oh, yes, yeah.
So they're coming this year, and they're going to have all their literature on all the fun things to do in the state of Arkansas.
So Lisa, with her job here at JPAC, she gets to go to the Arkansas.
No, go call me.
Clayton, do you know Clayton? Do you guys know Clayton Nichols? Okay, look, Clayton, look, you talk to him. He needs to get a booth there. I'm just going to let him explain to you what he does, but you need to get a booth there. He needs to. My
name is my number is all over the internet.
Yep. Yeah. Our website at the bottom. You can send us a message, call her up. But yeah, so Lisa with her job, what we're talking about, Lisa with her job, she gets to go to this governor's conference with tourism stuff. So she got to meet all the people that do like Arkansas, the state of Arkansas tourism, the big ones, right? So now we're getting Arkansas tourism representative coming to Jeep Jam. So that's
cool. You guys are going to have some Forest Service people there too, right?
Yes. And so, so we did this last year, and we had a few representatives come down with us, and it was a big hit. And we're going to do it again. And so now we're going to have several. It's going
to be 12
of those folks coming up.
12?
Yeah.
12.
So we got administrative folks, and we got the guys and gals with the pistols, right?
Okay.
The ones that check us out there in the Ozarks.
Yeah.
So anyway, those guys and gals are coming out, and man, it's such an awesome thing to have them out there because there's not many places where you can speak one-on-one with somebody from the National Forest to ask them the questions about like MVUM trails.
Yes.
What's this? What's that? Are we allowed to do this? Right? I mean, we all have those questions. And so those folks are going to be here at Jeep Jam live, and you can ask them all the million questions you want to about all the overlanding things you want to ask here in the.
I mean, I'm going to hem them down because I got a couple questions that I want to ask. And so I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. I would suggest everybody else does that too. I mean, because that's usually that interaction that you get with a forest, the Forest Service guy is usually like, "Hey, can I see your driver's license?" And you have
So this interaction. This interaction is a whole lot better because
this is better. You don't even terms here.
They're all relaxed, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's pulling out the tasers on you. They're like, "Hey guys, it's cool. We don't mess with you guys about this, and we allow that."
Yeah,
it's like I just named your buddy over here at the campsite. I'm like, Craig will be fine. He's okay. He's a big guy.
Don't taste me, bro.
So, my good friend Tammy, which is Paisley's sister, again, she is the event staff sponsor. Oh my gosh, that's funny. So she is actually retired Forest Service. And so she's not only asked them to come, but she's also asked them to bring materials. So they're going to be bringing the huge topo maps of the forest, which they allow us to keep and which we put up in this office for people to come and see. But they're at the event all weekend hung up so you guys can look all over them and do the things.
$100 donation if Brad gets tased. Can we talk about this real quick? So I have these ideas. Sometimes they're not good ideas, but I think they would be really cool. So I asked Lisa this question. She told me absolutely no. We're not even talking about it. But Brad, let me ask you this question. Wouldn't it be, you've seen these guys that have those, what do they call them? The little pistols that shoot the non-lethal tear gas?
Pepper ball guns.
Yes. Wouldn't it be cool to have a shootout at the Jasper Jeep Jam?
Oh, that would be. I would sign up. I would sign up for that.
Sign a little release, right?
No big deal.
And we could have like a bracket, like a tournament of a fast draw competition.
Oh
like
my goodness!
Corral where we just meet up 20 paces apart. Somebody blows a
How
horn.
much fun would that be?
No.
Boom! Just shoot it.
I have a better idea. Why don't you guys just have a tournament for, tossing the little bags in the hole?
Oh, cornhole?
Yeah.
That's not as fun as.
Hey, I got one. I got one for you.
You can throw the bags at
less
each other.
lethal shootout.
I'll let you throw the bags at each other.
Okay, Lisa, if you're totally against the pepper ball, okay, corral, which I think is a wonderful idea. How about we do a $50 buy-in? We'll do a half and half, and we'll do dog collar, shot collar roulette. Okay, so what we do is we take like 10 shot collars, and then we put them in a bucket and we shake them up. And then everybody puts a collar around their neck, and you buy in at 50, and then you keep going till the last person's there. And then it's 50-50.
Okay. Well,
that's awesome.
I think it's a great idea, but I'd have to phone a friend. I'm pretty sure there's some legal reasons.
This is going to happen at 9:45.
Our insurance
for quiet hours.
is like cringing right now.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, no.
We're about to get
insurance is not. No.
The whole board is about to fire me tomorrow morning.
I mean, we're good friends with the sheriff now, Glenn Wheeler here at Newton County.
Yeah.
Buddy, he can taste some people. I'm telling you.
Hey, I'm telling you, I think it would be hilarious. I mean, I'm serious. Just take a bucket. Just throw the dog collars in there, shake them up, shake up all the remotes. Then they buy them back. Darren would do this. I know Craig would do this.
Why don't we just handcuff a bunch of people and see who can get out of them faster?
The sky's the limit.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Good ideas, but we got to put a lot of that stuff on the shelf for later.
Yeah, I guess that'll be Jasper Jeep Jam next year. We get the taser tournament.
I'll have 12 months to get that mess approved. I ain't getting nothing else approved this year. I'm sorry.
I do think a pepper ball OK Corral would be amazing. I think that would be.
Don't nobody
steal our ideas.
Steal that idea. I gave that up for free, but it's going to cost you. I'm going to come shoot you with a taser or something. A pepper ball.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah.
They just
big risk. Hey, that's what the old West was about. The equalizer, right? Don't know how big or small you are.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, guys. I don't know about everybody else, but I mean, like, I'm super stoked about this event. I know if it's 1/10 of the amount of fun that we've had here tonight, then it is going to be just off the charts. I mean, it's going to be so much fun.
For sure. Yes.
So we've touched all the bases for the Jeep Jam. So we got a whole bunch of vendors. We got live music. We got party. We got a Jeep giveaway. We get a crazy bunch of people on Storyteller.
The backdrop.
No, we forgot about the backdrop. We did. We forgot about it. Yeah.
That's not on the
42.
That's right here.
So yeah, we're gonna have a vehicle photo booth.
Yeah.
So when you check in, we got good friends of ours. Again, everybody wants to help. We're so appreciative of that, right?
Yeah.
But we got friends of ours now that are building us a vehicle backdrop photo booth. So when you check in, you're going to be able to drive your vehicle right up to this photo booth background, and somebody will be there ready to take a picture of you and your rig. Brand new, all shined up rig. Before you get it all dirty, take a picture with our photo booth backdrop.
Yeah, and I hired a photographer for that.
Yeah.
So they're great pictures. They'll be epic because his name is Epic Shots Photography.
There you go.
Shots.
Hey, look.
Photography.
Is it okay if Michael dresses up like Bigfoot and stands in the background of the photos?
I think he should.
I think he should.
I think that's an amazing idea. Like if I'm going to dye my hair,
just for him to stand on.
Yeah, if I'm going to dye my hair a color, then Michael's got to dress up as Bigfoot and stand in the background.
and wave.
And I think it'll be really neat. We may have to organize this, but I think it would be really neat at like a certain time on Friday or a certain time on Saturday to try to fit everybody at the event in front of this.
Oh man, you know how much fun that would be?
And have like a class of 2025 Jasper Jeep Jam photo shoot with everybody.
Even if you can't see them.
Yeah.
It don't
Speaking
matter.
of photos, I got to ask this question too. So like, I just, this jumped on my head because when we were talking about Corey a while ago. So are we able to fly drones at the event? Is it open airspace?
It's open airspace and, fly at your own risk. If you guys want to.
Well, I was just going to, because I was sitting, we're talking about all these pictures and stuff. I'm like, man, that would be super cool because not me, because I'm a horrible drone pilot, but people like Corey, Dan's a real good drone pilot. Everybody else I know is great drone pilots. And I know that would be amazing to have some
not restricted or nothing like that. So fly at your own risk.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna hear nothing from me.
Roman candles.
Don't scout nobody. Don't do the Maverick flybys and all that good stuff. But yeah, and fly your drones, have a good time.
Well, I hope everybody comes by and hangs out at Storyteller Row and comes by and buys a bunch of stuff from the vendors. And I am going to do this though. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on here too, since I said I was going to let you guys dye my hair if somebody that's subscribed to the channel wins that Jeep. I will put a QR code on the front of my banner there, so they can come by and scan the QR code, because I'll let you guys out. Like, I will totally stick to it. If it happens, I'll let you guys dye my hair.
That's awesome.
Live. We'll do it live.
Yes, we will do the things. That would be epic.
Yep.
If Dan or Craig or anybody I know wins that, check the ticket. That's all I ask. Just double check, make sure that.
Double check to make sure you
Double check and make sure.
I don't know. Darren Parker is very, very lucky. So maybe we shouldn't allow Darren to get in that drawing.
Ooh, he already posted on here a while ago. He was very lucky at winning stuff up there.
He's
Gina's not going to see this till she gets home. She'll watch the episode when she gets home. She's probably going to strangle me for saying, I'll still let you guys do this. But it's all fun. It's all in fun and games. It's not that big a deal. But Gina and I will be there. We'll be there ready to have a party and hang out with everybody. And I'm just, like I said, I'm super excited to be part of this. And you guys have once again done an amazing job with the Jasper Jeep Jam. And I'm going to throw this up here one more time in case anybody hasn't seen it. This is the Jeep. This is the Jeep you can win right here for $20.
Yep.
$20, guys. $20. Go buy your ticket.
Yes, do the things.
Well, guys, I appreciate having you guys on the show tonight. Is there anything else, anybody you want to shout out to real fast, and anything you want to say?
There's just so many people out there that help us, and again, we're humble. We're so appreciative of everybody that has helped us along the way, and everybody that's always willing to lend a hand with this. It's crazy.
I want to say thank you to Jasper Advertising and Promotions, board, for trusting me with the ideas that I come up with and trusting me that we could make this happen. And thank you to the Jasper Arkansas Foundation, which helped me scramble to get all this stuff with this Jeep going. And I know it was hard and stressful, but I appreciate them trusting me to do this for them, to raise money for the city of Jasper. And it is our absolute honor to bring Jeep Jam to the city of Jasper, to all of you, and to support them.
And we just hope that everybody who comes out just has a good time.
Yeah, that's all we want. If you
come
can
camp
have a good
out
time
with us. Come camp out with us.
Hang out. Yeah.
Yep. We'll take whatever we can get for donations, but have a good time. That's what we do.
They have completely bet on the right horse. You have done a phenomenal job for the city. Don't let anybody tell you any different, because you've done great. And I will tell you that the Overland 870 group will always be behind you guys, helping you guys do this. If there's anything you ever need, most of the people that are in the chat right now are all part of the group. And I know each and every one of them would be more than happy to help you with anything. So just, reach out, say, hey guys, I need this, I need that. Who wants to come over and help? And they'll do it. They will. They're great people.
I appreciate it so much. And I'm looking forward to all the stuff you have coming up in the future and all of that. So you're going to,
we got a lot of stuff coming up too. We're steadily getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's working out good. And
Yeah.
We got bourbon on the buffalo coming up in a little bit, and I got Alvin's taking care of that. Chip from Smoking Crow, he's taking care of that for us, and he's doing a great job with that right now. But right now, let's focus on the Jasper Jeep Jam, because that's where everybody with anybody is going to be on March 13th through the 16th. We're going to be there hanging out. We're going to be hanging out. We're going to be partying. We're going to have a good time. And once again, guys, I appreciate you coming on the show tonight. And it's been a blast. I love having you guys here. So I guess we're going to call it a night. I'm going to go and see what kind of hair dye I got to get and see what's going on. And remember, if you didn't hear it, if you're subscribed to the podcast and somebody on here wins it, they get to dye my hair whatever color they pick. Except for James Brewington. James Brewington does not get to pick what color because it'll be orange.
I was going to say orange. It matches Jeep Jam.
Yeah, if anybody has any questions, jasperjeepjam.com.
Should answer them all.
I put as much information as I could on there. It's got Lisa's phone number at the bottom, our contact info. Go buy your tickets.
Go buy your tickets and win yourself a Jeep and get my hair dyed a crazy color. Like I'll even go we'll even do like green here and maybe red like Christmas or something. I don't know. Dyed all colors.
Maybe we'll put some glitter in it and you'll have that for like
I will draw the line. We're drawing the line at stripper glitter. We're drawing the line at stripper glitter.
Oh. Be scratching the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'm so not shaving my beard.
This is not no shave November. I mean, shave it November.
No. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it very much. If you guys want to keep chatting, stick around in the chat and everything. But thanks for watching the show, guys. And thank you, too, for coming on. I appreciate it immensely. Everybody have a great night.
Later.